seconds back from the leader. Not far behind Fulton, but that might be a challenge later on here in the run for the fourth place spot.
I do hear that 111 with fresh tires is moving through the field with a fierce ferocity.
10 laps to go right here at the stripe. We're on board behind Jason Maines in the 43. He is our fifth place holder at this point in time. Back up front, though, Matthew Lee still with a challenge, 3 truck lengths back to the 29 of Sacco. Sacco is trying to use a lap truck for a little bit of aero to come out to turn 1. Bit of a draft. That able to keep him back up to about a car length more to the 04. Now 2 truck lengths back coming down through turn 2. I'm going to keep an eye on Sacco for a little bit down in this run. Little chopper action behind right now. The number 29 of Sacco is able to hold his tires again. 2 truck lengths back to the 04 in second place. They'll come off of turn 4. Right now, 8 laps to go at the stripe. If Sacco's going to make a move, he's going to take and be short on time.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 truck length back. He'll go to the high side, giving it a try right now down through turn 2. He'll hammer it down to the bottom. He did that last time and lost a little ground. He'll do the same this time coming off of 2. He has a little help from behind. It looks like the 54 behind him with a little bit of a shove. But again, holding on to that spot. Right now he'll gain, as you can see him gaining up on that 4. He'll have to lift a little bit so he doesn't go up the track. Nice and easy with that throttle pedal coming off of 4. 2 or 3 trucks, so make it 3 truck lengths back at the stripe. 7 laps to go. Biggest challenge, like I said, right now here in second place spot. Lee has just got to run his line. Nobody around him, at least out front sides. No lap traffic to be had. Sacco gaining down the backstretch. Now 1.5 truck lengths back here and going into turn 3. Sacco using that arc again. I can't really agree with it, but again, it's keeping him up. He lost a little bit, then gained a little bit down the front stretch. A little bit tighter here as we go to a commercial.
Tell me something good today. We're going to catch up.
Well, back from the commercial, a little bit of technical issues. That's all right. 5 laps are going to be to go here at the stripe. Sacco is trying to get to that rear deck limit of the 04. They'll come down through turn 4. And that's the biggest challenge. Like I said earlier, I want to keep an eye on these two because that is the top second and third place spot. Maine's right now 3.5 seconds ahead of these guys. He's got it in the bag if he holds on. 5 laps to go right now at the stripe, working lap 126.
I keep hearing words about guys being close on fuel, Ray. This is going to be interesting if we stay green these last 4 laps, who may or may not run out.
Well, within a 5-lap pit window, we're going to hope that these guys hold on there. Hopefully the top 3 don't run out because they've been putting on a phenomenal show all night long. Matthew Lee taking it across the stripe. It'll be 4 laps to go this time around. Lee started second, still holding on to second this time. He's going to have some drafting help ahead of him. There's a lap car of the number 4 machine. 4 actually get out of the way, which was nice for him to do. Let these guys race it out to the end. Sacco to the lower line this time. He's able to take and get up just a little bit, right behind the 04. Bit of a gain off of turn 4. He's going to have to get back in the throttle pretty hard this time. Down through turn 1, now turn 2. He'll gain about a truck length. He's on the bottom side this time. That arc does not count around like the last couple times that he tried it. Now within 2 truck lengths of the second place spot. They'll come down through turn 4. Matthew Lee still holding on to it. Both of them running the same identical line this time on that lap. No gain, no loss here at the start-finish line. 2 laps to go there at Atlanta. Nicholas Sacco trying that high side, but the inside might be filled here pretty quick. Lap truck backing off. That'd be the 51 machine of Stephen Waltrip, able to take and allow him to race, give him a little push down the backstretch with the arrow. Sacco down on the bottom side, loses a lot coming down through the backstretch. Now 4 truck lengths back to the second place of Matthew Lee. Still the challenge right now. 1 to go in the air in the Josh Racing White Racing eSports League tonight here at Atlanta. A little bit of a tongue twister there as Sacco loses ground right now to the 4. We're going to go back up front, though. Maines down through turn 3 all alone. No lap traffic around him. Led most of the night in that 57 machine. Top 11 in the nation in iRacing tonight. We'll bring it to the win with the 57 of Garrett Maines tonight here at Atlanta. Matthew Lee, last-ditch effort by Sacco. Not enough time to get there. Top 2 and 3 will be Matthew Lee and Nicholas Sacco in third. And after all this time, we're going to watch a 19 machine of Fulton come off of turn 4. Quite a ways behind, we have a spun truck. Looks like the 43 of Maines down on the inside. He'll take a 3 wide at the start-finish line as they touch. Big old banging going on. The 88, 19, and 7 will come across the straight as we see Mr. McFarland, unfortunately, spinning to the inside of the grass. Robert, you okay down there in that 01 machine? I see you spinning there at the end.
Yes, sir. I had to fight there for the 22nd spot. Apologize to my friend there in 23rd, Ashley. I'll make it right with him later. I'll tell you what, Ray, you take a break. I'm going to go down the top running order, or we'll go to a quick commercial break, whichever Mike wants to do.
All right, we're going to go to our commercial break. We'll be right back after this message, and we'll bring our top 3 in and run down your winners and who actually finished where this evening.
Looking to do something fun, different, and exciting with the family? Experience Friday Night Stock Car Racing, located in South Raleigh at the Wake County Speedway. Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile banked asphalt facility, providing lots of close racing action. For more information, including the schedule, please visit WCSpeedway.com. Wake County Speedway, America's favorite bull ring.
Welcome back here to Atlanta Motor Speedway to an exciting finish this evening in the Josh White Racing eSports League. Our winner tonight, right now, the 57 of Garrett Maines, who dominated all night long, will run down your finishing order for this evening. Obviously, 57 right now on the point. 1 just led the most laps this evening. Second place, Matthew Lee, who had to fight off the 29 of Nicholas Sacco for third. Fourth place, Derek Fulton in the 19 machine. 22 seconds back to the leaders, Joshua Slate, who made his way back up through the field for 5th place. The 9 of Brady LaBeouf will take over second. Michael McKinnon will be in third. Chris Baines, who fought for quite a while with the leader to keep his lap back, will finish in the 8th place. Steve Affont in the 9th place. Austin McKinnon in 10th. Jason Maines in 11th. Stephen Waltrip in 12th. Brandon Bullock in 13th. Michael Admonson in the 14th position. Andrew Hurley, again, no cautions for him tonight. A good run to him. 2 laps down in 15th place. Derek Mullen started last, able to take and lead a few laps, got up there in the 16th position. 17th will be Mark Truexel, Joshua White in the 18th position. Christopher Toppings in 19th, Rocky Eli in 20th. 21st, Brett Summers, Robin McFarland there in the 22nd machine, our in-race reporter tonight. Ashley Dodson, 23rd. 24th, Jason Keffer. Eric Zimmerman, 25th. 26th, Brandon Hughes. Richard Rico, 27th. 28th, Zach Talley. And rounding out our top 29 drivers this evening, Cody Bullock in the 16 machine. See if we can get a word. Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say, let's get the top 3 in the booth for an interview.
Well, we'll go first of all here to. Whoop, I got to get them in the booth. Nicholas Sacco, 3rd place tonight, 29 machine, man. A hell of a run there. Did a great job at the end trying to keep up with the 04 of Matthew Lee. See what happened. What happened with your tires there at the end? I mean, I thought for sure you were going to catch them and kind of hold off those tires so you had the chance.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I got to thank Old Farm Computer being on board with us this week. Wish we could have had a better outcome. The tire issue was actually on the second run. I blew my entire pit strategy out of the water. I was going to try to extend the second run and make the last run a lot shorter, but I pushed way too hard on that second run, and I had to pit early again, and they kind of just threw me off. But it would have been tough to beat Garrett, to be honest with you. He was quick.
Yeah, Garrett was amazing tonight out front. Kind of gave a little bit of schooling to a couple of you guys, not being rude by any means, because he is, I'm not sure if you know this, but one of the facts that Robert McFarland pointed out, he is one of the top 11 guys in the country in iRacing. So phenomenal job by the 57. Good job by you for a podium finish. I know you've already thanked Old Farm Computers. Is there anybody else out there you want to say hi to?
Yeah, of course. The Buddy Project, they've really been a big help for me this entire season. Being on board since I think it was week 3, somehow, or week 4, somehow I haven't gotten a win for them, unfortunately. But yeah, I knew that about Garrett. Unfortunately, I raced with him a few times on the official races, and I knew once he joined, it was going to be an issue.
Well, you still did a great job, a podium finish this evening. Robert, you got a word to say there, mister?
Yes, sir, Nick. Tell us a little bit more detail, if you don't mind, about the Buddy Project. I've seen that on 2 or 3 different trucks. Who all are your teammates carrying that logo? And give us a little bit of background on it, because that sounds to be a big sponsor.
Yeah, Eric Zimmerman, he brought me on board after about, I think it was the race. I think he brought me on from Michigan. Yeah, Old Farm Computer, Buddy Project. They do a lot of good stuff down in Maryland for people with autism. So go on their websites. Honestly, it would help me out. If you want to help me out, the first way to do it is honestly to go on there and donate to them. They're a great program. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's great to be here. You guys do a great job, and I look forward to next week. Hopefully, I can get Garrett if he joins again.
Yes, sir. So is that thebuddyproject.com? Is that the website we need to go to?
Yes, sir. Thebuddyproject.com and oldfarmcomputer.org, or remember the org at the end of that one.
Hey, thank you, sir. How many wins do you have so far this season?
2. It's been a while. I should have 3 from Michigan, but unfortunately things didn't fall my way there. But we'll get some more. I know it's coming.
Yes, sir. You did a great job. Great strategy. Thanks so much for being here. Anything else, Ray?
No, I just want to point out Nicholas Sacco, 29 machine there, 3rd place this evening with Old Farm Computers in that Chevy Silverado.
Looks like we have
Lee.
Go ahead.
Matthew Lee, our 2nd place here in the 04 machine tonight. Big drive right now, trying to hold off Sacco for that 2nd place position. As I ask every week, walk us through those last final laps, buddy.
Yeah, the biggest thing I was just worried about was I see him diving it in pretty deep into the corner, and I knew, he had to get to me to get by me because I was able to get a really good drive off still. So, I was just making sure to hit my marks there at the end. Garrett was checked out pretty bad, so not much of a chance to get to him unless something happened to him. So just tried to bring it home one piece at that point.
Well, phenomenal job trying to keep up with the leader. I know you didn't have a lot there for the 57, but long run was a little bit tough for you guys, but great pit strategy to bring it back up to a top 3, 2nd place spot. How were your tires this evening? That's one of the talk of the whole broadcast, and Mr. Sacco said it seemed to have a little bit of a fall off there, and towards the end, obviously. I thought he was saving to try to get by you like he did earlier there on that 2nd run, but again, you still perturbed him there. Not perturbed, I guess would be the wrong word to say. I'm thinking about trying to hold him off is what I'm trying to say. So you did a great job at doing that.
Yeah, I knew my tires when I had a pretty good stop there. And, for pitting a lap behind him and coming out right behind him, I knew I was in good shape. I mean, him being a lap older. So, and he let me right by. I was like, okay, so I didn't even get a fight in at that point. And then, I just went to tire saving. I knew my only shot to win was to try to save more than Garrett at the end and have something to run back at him with. But, that didn't work.
Well, here's your opportunity, Mr. Lee. Is there anybody you want to thank this evening for sponsorship or even saying hi to Mom out there?
Well, I definitely just got to thank my wife for putting up with it. And GTR Sim Rigs, they've been great.
Good job tonight. Mr. McFarland, any questions for Mr. Lee?
Yes, Matt Lee, tell us a little bit about the Sim Rig, your sponsor. Just a couple of details so the fans can understand more about the sponsors that are helping these great drivers come to the track in the Josh White eSport Truck Series.
Yeah, GTR Sim Rigs, they make complete chassis that you just bolt your wheels and pedals onto and, get a real good feel for sitting in a real car. Anything from, I believe they're making motion rigs now, and, and they're pretty reasonably priced as well.
Sounds great. Obviously, you're very, very talented.